So we're just sitting here inside our camper eating, and out come 3 burros down the road. Looks like they're headed toward the water. Where do the other ones go?
They were just right on the road.
Down there.
They blend in very well.
They do blend in. So we're just looking outside our camper. That's cool. And then also, we haven't seen it since the first night that we got here, but up there in the afternoon sometimes, the bighorn sheep will come out on those crazy rocks.
Donkey, where are you?
Donkey, where are you?
I'm so bad. Oh, Donkey.
Oh.
Here at Kingman Wash, right on Lake Mead, just a couple miles from the Hoover Dam. Really limited access. It's about 3 miles back from the highway. I would not recommend doing it with the size rig that we have. It's very tricky terrain, and we weren't comfortable doing it. So I'll just flip you around. There's our rig. This is the wash behind us. It goes up between these hills back here. And then I'll flip you around and show you the other side.
Hey guys, so we are in Ikea today. We came to look mostly at sofas. And it's probably, I hope it's not too shaky. We came here mostly to look at sofas today to see what we can do underneath our bed, because we're not really loving the benches and chilling. We're not really loving the benches and the table underneath. I think we would like a different variety of functionality from that. We figured if we have a couch underneath, then we can close the door that is a better sound barrier and watch TV after the kids go to sleep, and also maybe be able to work back there as well. I don't know. I'm just thinking I might open it up a little bit more, make it a little more roomy, and then also get a rug underneath. What is that for? Alright, so I'll show you what we see while we're in Ikea that might be good for RVs. This is the Freeton, and this is the one that we're thinking about getting. It's $600. And this is it as a bed. But then it closes up, and it's super similar to this one over here, which is, it's $800 for this one. And it's a little too long. So it's got the, I think the other one didn't have, yeah, the other one doesn't have the upper arm there. Logan, will you show how it lifts for storage?
Here, hold on.
It's a little bit bigger, so I don't think it'll fit in the back of the toy hauler as well as this one. But the Freeton does the same thing as this. There's storage underneath. And then close that. Can you lift the thing up? Do you know how?
Yeah.
So it's really easy to make it into a bed. And you have an almost queen size bed. That way we can have people sleep on it if we need to underneath, and we don't lose the functionality of having those benches be an extra bed if anyone comes to stay with us. Here are the chairs that our friends Brooke and Chuck have from Fought to Get Here. And they have the cutest little kid one. So we'll link theirs below. They have in their RV tour, they show how they took out their dinette and put 2 of these, and we love that idea. It doesn't really work for where we are, but and they're $250 each. All right, so this is kind of what we're thinking about doing on this side, and that's acting crazy. In the side of our toy hauler, next to like the back door, is putting in one of these so that we can get some hanging room and then some drawer space maybe for us adults personally. And then I'm thinking we'll put camera equipment or like our laptops and stuff like that in there. So it's kind of, there's so many different options though, it's almost overwhelming. We're definitely not going to buy it today with the kids. But there's like, you can get baskets even. As they come out. Some of these are shoe storage. It's a whole closet system. And we got to figure out what works best for us without being wasteful in space, pretty much. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take one of these things home. And then we're also trying to figure out what kind of door. So I don't know if a sliding door would be better or if like a hinge door would be better. This is the bed we were thinking about putting in the kids' room. And just putting like a mattress on there for Clark and then have Logan up top for $200. I thought that's what we were going to do. And we ended up deciding to go with the storage and having Clark have a smaller space, which has worked out really well for their floor space. But I've seen people use these a lot in RVs as well. It's got a really good price tag on it as well. So close to the Hoover Dam, we've noticed a lot of little scenic spots like this where you can see really well. I don't think they have pictures, but I'll put a picture up. I don't think the video's getting it very well, but you can see the Lake Mead, are you cold? And just the really pretty mountains and everything around it. Hi guys, so we stayed 6 or 7 days at Kingman Wash, and Kingman Wash is a free public land that you can camp at for, I think 14 days is the limit. It might be 21 days, but I want to say it's 14. And it is about 3 miles from the highway, and that 3 miles is a crazy ride in. I'm going to put a picture up so that you see it. And
To know, in our rig, it's substantially larger than a lot of them. It's 40 feet, 13 and a half feet tall.
And weighs a lot.
Just between right around 16,500 pounds. So it's a lot different than teardrop or pop-up camper or even a small travel trailer. A small travel trailer. And the reviews said big campers were back there, but who knows what their version of a big camper is.
And while we were there, we visited Ikea in Vegas. It's right outside of Vegas. So Kingman Wash is like super close to the Hoover Dam. Probably like if you hiked it, like a mile maybe. But we went into Las Vegas to go to Ikea and check out some things for our RV, as well as drive down the strip. We didn't stop in Vegas other than just driving down the strip just with the time period we had, we didn't make a priority of doing that. And then we also went to Hoover Dam, which will be in a later vlog.
Yep.
Is that it?
Great place to go. If you see our little bit of footage we got and are comfortable going back there, we had friends join us, and they're in a low 30s travel trailer, and they
Check them out, Wandering Savages.
Yes, and they didn't seem to think it was that bad, other than one little part. There's a really narrow spot that is probably only about 12 feet wide, and it's a little intense trying to get across that. But otherwise, looking back on it, I would probably do it again.
It was one of our favorite boondocking spots.
Yeah, it was so picturesque, and to be honest, had we scouted it first, we probably wouldn't have gone there. But now that we've been back there, I think we would definitely go back.
So the pros about it is it's right on Lake Mead. You can go down and hang out in the water for a while, and then it's we did see wildlife while we were there. So we actually saw bighorn sheep up in the cliffs, and then we also saw wild burros several times just walking down the area. The only other issue, other than it being kind of crazy to get back there, is if you don't like it, it could get kind of busy. I mean, it's a recreation area, so people are bringing kayaks down there, they're fishing out there and things like that. But it's still, to us, way less busy than a campground, and that's a huge reason we love boondocking, is that we get to let our kids out and play comfortably and without having to worry about a lot of cars or a lot of traffic or anything like that. All right.
That about wraps it up.
I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
Bye.